about that old Redneck Low there, strolling down the boulevard southbound there? You got that radio on in there?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Who we got in there today?
I'm Shana with Street Rides Logistics. 2005 Kenworth T600 with a 550 Acert Cat with Pittsburgh power box.
10-4. Well, we got a camera in there today, so we get to get a good look at you and your co-pilot there. Who you got there in the seat next to you?
Oh, this is James with Street Rides Logistics.
10-4. What are you guys up to?
Just heading down here to get some load off and reload and get back home.
By now, the internet's probably familiar with the truck that you're running. It's been shared around on the internet pretty good. Why don't you fill us in on what it is and how it came to be?
Well, it started off as an old, just generic purple T600. There really wasn't a whole lot to look at. It used to haul an old Swift, triple axle Swift trailer. Then one day, the boss man, Shawn Cielke, kind of came up with this theme. Not quite sure where he got the whole Redneck Low from, but you know, it's kind of who we are. And so he, pitched this idea to me, and we started coming up with the plans and started cutting her in half.
So James, you said you guys cut the truck in half. So you literally cut the truck in half, and what else you do to the truck to get it to where it is?
Yeah, well, like I was saying, the day we rolled it in, Shawn pitched the idea that we were going to stretch it out. Kind of an eerie feeling. I took the plasma cutter and cut this frame in half to a perfectly good truck. When I watched those tandems roll back on their own, it was kind of like, all right, well, here it is. There's no turning around now. Shawn came up with a 308 theme. It's where the stretch itself is 308. The gun shifter in here is a 308 Savage arms. We have 308 lights on the truck. The truck itself, from the beginning, it didn't look like it was going to be anything, but I maintained a lot of confidence in Shawn. I look at Lead Sled and Outcast and seen what beautiful trucks they are, and I just follow Shawn's lead. And for about 6 months, we put a lot of hours, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Well, I can imagine that. It's turned into a beautiful ride.
Thank you.
Explain the premise of the pusher axle on this truck here. Most people might be familiar with a pusher axle being on a heavy haul truck here. What's the benefits for you guys?
It just makes the truck look pretty, that's all. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually to haul more weight, make more money, so we can build more sweet rides.
Roger that. I'm gonna get around this slow mover here.
Furthermore, on this pusher axle there, Chris, if you notice the back of the trailer, we actually cut out the suspension where we could slide the spreads all the way to the back. And with that pusher axle, we were allowed to have a longer inner bridge, which will allow us to haul heavier weight.
Copy that. Going back over to Shana, what's your history there with trucks and whatnot? Were you born in a truck, or you love trucks? Let's get some backstory on you.
Basically, almost born in a truck. Grew up in them, grew up around them, and then one day I decided to get my CDL, and I guess it kind of just stuck with me. Can't get away from it.
Now, James, as well, what's your backstory and how you find yourself over at Sweet Rides Logistics?
Well, about 15 years ago, I met Shawn and Amy. You know, back then, Shawn didn't have Sweet Rides. He was just, you know, owner-operator of one truck. And, you know, throughout the years, kind of separated a little bit. I mean, we still knew each other real well. And you know, I went off making my own life. Went on, had 2 kids. And just recently, life changed for me a little bit, and you know, I was in a position where you know I kind of had to start over, and so I did that, and you know, I was just feeling around, trying to figure out you know where I'd be the happiest, and something called me back home. I had to come home and be with my kids. And, you know, it's all I love the area that I lived in, but you know, the work isn't a real abundance there. And Shawn pitched me the idea of coming on as his mechanic and helping him take care of the trucks and build them and whatnot. And you know, at first I was a little skeptical, but I was like, well, you know, Shawn's never done me wrong. He's a real good guy. So I hired on, and I have not regretted it since.
Well, that's good to hear, man. I'm glad you landed in a spot where you can call home.
Nothing like home.
Now, we talked about the truck build a little bit. What was it like getting her done, and what are some of the things that you guys had to fight down to the last minute, literally, to get it finished?
As far as the doubts go, I don't think there was any doubts. We set out. We knew what we wanted to achieve, and we weren't going to settle for anything less. There was a few minor setbacks. Fuel tanks had to be redone. There was quite a few other things that had to be redone. You know, there was countless hours. We stay up to 1, 2, 3 in the morning just working on this thing overnight. You know, I don't know how many dinners and lunches I have ate off the deck plate of this truck. You know, it's but you know, when it first started off, it was kind of a slow process, you know, just trying to get everything lined out and how we wanted it and exactly how we wanted it to look. And you know, and as time progressed, it started taking shape, and that's when we started picking up the motivation. Well, you know, it seemed like every part that we added to this truck, whether it was an OEM part that was supposed to fit, it didn't fit. We always had to cut our own notches. We always had to weld things up. We always had to cut and paste to make it work. And so, you know, I'm proud to say that pretty much everything on this truck has been touched with a cut and torch or a plasma cutter or a grinder. Nothing really fit true. So, you know, it's a real proud thing, but at the same time, it was really hard. It was really, really hard.
Well, that's interesting to hear. Basically, you're saying that making custom show trucks ain't easy.
No, show trucks, they're not just built overnight. You know, I know on some of these truck shows that they build them in 30 minutes, but this definitely was no 30-minute build. There's a lot of work that goes into these. A lot of nights that I wanted to be home with my kids, you know, and it was, you know, for the most part, all I wanted to do was go home, but at the same time, I had a love for this truck, and you know, you start something like this, and it's hard to turn away. You know, you just want to keep pushing harder to make sure you know it gets done. And the last thing we wanted to do at Sweet Rides is to have this thing a fraction of incomplete. We wanted to show it to the public 100% complete, and there's no better feeling than when it rolled out of that shop, rolling down the highway, and it was done.
How did people enjoy the truck at its first show, and how'd you guys do there?
Well, came in at about 5 o'clock in the morning. 4 hours to prep, get ready before racks down. You know, everybody hustled, everybody got together, everybody went their separate ways. We got her done. We were just tired. But overall, I think people really like the color. They like the gun shifter. You can take it off real easy. It shoots. Don't have it loaded while it's a shifter. You will shoot a tranny. You will not go anywhere.
So that's really cool. And what did you guys bring home in terms of hardware?
Well, to our surprise, you know, with the prep time we had, you know, we got first in our combo class. We got third in engine, and we were all shocked. We were all bug-eyed, but we took home best of show.
Congratulations there. That's a mighty fine deal you got there.
Thank you, sir. We owe it to all of our sponsors, everybody that helped, Lincoln Chrome, Jones Performance, Lifetime Nut Covers, Alzada Paint, Kenworth Sales, and there's a few others.
10-4, I'm sure you got a laundry list of guys to thank there. It surely did come together good.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna tag along a little bit more to see what this thing looks like backing up to our door. Let's see, Sunday after the 2016 Super Rig Show, and we got Shawn Cielke, the owner of Sweet Rides Logistics, there behind the wheel. Yeah, we're getting us a second part to your video there, Shawn. The first part was down there in Florida the week of the Wildwood Show, and we're getting us a good look at your lights there. And tell me what you got for lights.
We got 308 lights on the truck. All of our lights, including our LED headlights, they're all from Trucks Accessory, TRUX. You know, they've hooked us up with several of their different lights. We got them on 3 of our trucks now. We're really happy with their product. They do us a really good job. We wanted to change it up a little on the lights. You know, we got 9 lights across the top of the cab this time. Did 12 lights across the top of the front of the reefer. Built a custom ICC bumper, added, made it, you know, where there's 4 lights, 4 tail lights on each side, you know, 4 right, 4 left, and then a center plate in between, you know, with 6 lights, you know, drop down real low, which, you know, all of them are stop tail lights except for the far right side and the far left side tail lights. Them are signal lights, and it's all set up on the tractor as well the same way, so the lights flow all the way through.
Well, it certainly does look good going down the road.
Thank you, sir.
You guys were down there for the street parade there in Joplin. What did people think about the truck and the lights there?
You know, and to go back to the lights, you know, the other lights, we got 96 undercarriage lights just on the trailer, and you know, there's a set of 4s to follow the tail lights, but the lights shine down. Now, the street parade, that was a blast. I mean, the folks were down there checking it out. They really liked the way we set up the air ride kit on the front end. You know, you can dump the air on one side of the axle, air it up, dump the other side, you know, so basically you can have the right side touching the ground, the left side up in the air, you can vice versa, you know. The interior, we lit it up with amber lights on the inside there. We got 4 strip lights, one that goes across the front of the windshield, and 2 of them that go across the back of the sleeper there to light up the deer rack that we got back there, you know. It was awesome. It, you know, made us feel really good, like we accomplished, you know, what we were going after, you know, getting people's attention with Redneck Low here. Brian Martin, I mean, he was, you know, riding a golf cart by, and he stopped himself and checked out the truck. He thought it was really cool the way we set the truck up. And I look up to Mr. Martin there. I mean, he's a real good guy. I mean, I really liked what he did with the TV shows there. And it was awesome to be able to get to sit down and visit with them, and, you know, actually them see the truck, and, you know, they were very enthused with the truck themselves, you know.
Well, that's great when people in the industry there that build trucks, they can see the effort that you put into it.
In my eyes, they've done it all, they've seen it all, and, you know, you got them coming up to you, and it's a bit of accomplishment, you know, when, you know, folks like that, you know, that build trucks for a living, that has done stuff like that, and, you know, you impress somebody like that, you know.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Shawn, thanks for taking Redneck Low out there on the highway so we can get a look at the lights there at night. We'll see you soon.
Well, we appreciate everything you do, Chris. You come out here to take your time away from your family just as well as we are. And, you know, it's a mutual thing. It's trying to make things better for ourselves out here. You know, none of us are perfect, and we're going to make mistakes. But, you know, we just try to do the best we can.
10-4. All right, man. We'll see you soon.
10-4.